hope we're live. Should be doing okay. Okay, I started a bit early, but all of a sudden we got this on the website, and this is really strange. They've never started like this. So, I don't know what's gonna happen. It could be possible that we're not even gonna see images of the whole thing. Because for some, I know this launch should have been happening for like over a week. It was listed for longer, but the Arianespace has been silent about it until yesterday. Yesterday, well, actually, it was today. It was not even yesterday. It was today. They were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna launch this thing." And first of all, it was like, "Oh yeah, it's an undisclosed passenger." Then they released the press release, which stated that it was Falcon 2, which everybody already knew because they actually swapped it from a Vega to a Soyuz because the Falcon 2 is a brother of Falcon 1, which flew on Vega Flight 15, which failed. Then they got a bunch of insurance money from it. Then they swapped the second Falcon 2 from Vega Flight 17, which, as you might remember, also failed. So that's might have been a good thing they did, to Soyuz. And for some reason, they're really secretive about it right now, and I don't really understand why. Because it's probably common knowledge that it's gonna launch, and on what rocket was it gonna be doing. So yeah, I have no idea what we're gonna see. And to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if we're not gonna see the rocket itself, which is a shame, but I don't know what to expect at this point. So strap yourselves in because it might be that it's gonna be a decent timed stream, or it's gonna be a really short stream because we're not gonna even see rockets. So bear with me here. I have no idea what Arianespace is doing. At this point, we're supposed to be about half an hour from liftoff. The webcast is supposed to start in 15 minutes, but now instead of the long timer they normally have, they just threw up the still image with the text that the transmission is supposed to start in 15 minutes. So I have no idea. If you guys know, let me know, but I have no clue any. I'm clueless. And to be honest, being a European, it's kind of, I have to say they're doing a shit job at their PR right now because first of all they tell you it's a secretive mission, that they tell you exactly what the payload is. Then they tell you, well, 15 minutes before launch we'll start the webcast, and right now they started earlier without really letting us know. Yeah, it's strange. I don't know why, but we'll see. And at this point of time in time, I hope you guys are still awake, at least. Yeah, it is 2 o'clock in the morning where I'm at, so yeah. tell you? So, yeah. Let me tell my Discord that I'm live. This is strange from Arianespace. But yeah, Soyuz from Kuru is always fun, although, I hope we get to see some images. Come on, focus. I don't want to turn too much light on because I still need to sleep in a few hours, so sorry for my being in a bit of darkness, but we have a night streak launch again. Hi, Matt. How are you guys? Yeah, it's a bit strange because, as you can see, they threw up this image on their YouTube, and I don't really know what's going on, and I'm getting a feeling that we're not even gonna see live pictures of the launch, and we're just gonna see either a telemetry roll or just not even the control room. I have no idea. Because the thing is that they've been secret about this launch. They pushed it out less than 24 hours before the launch. They were like, oh yeah, we have this rocket and we're gonna launch it. Then they were like, oh yeah, it's a secret payload. Oh no, this is the payload. No press kit until like 12 hours before launch. Then they put it on their website. The webcasts weren't even public. They weren't even pushed out. At least I didn't see them in my subscription list until like right now. Then we got this while they said the times were gonna be up at, or the webcast was gonna be up 15 minutes before launch, but they put it up 30 minutes before launch with a still image. I don't know what's going on anymore. Like some Starlink launches. Well, the thing is that SpaceX actually lets you know when the Starlink launches are. They're not going to be like, oh yeah, we launched this thing in 24 hours. No, they're like probably half a week before that. They're like, oh yeah, we put this up, we static fired this, and now we're going to launch this. But I don't know anymore. I kind of hate Arianespace for doing this because it makes them look bad, although, yeah, I quite like them, but this makes me hate them a bit. But yeah. Soyuz. Let's talk about the Soyuz for a bit. The Soyuz, this launch is a STA, which is a Soyuz 2.1A with a ST fairing, which is the wider fairing you normally only see in Arianespace launches, or they're a bit rarer for Russian-based launches, although they do happen. But then we have the second stage is equipped with a RD 110, 0110, which is the lighter version of the two version of upper stages they have, because they have one which is a bit that has a bit more thrust but less specific impulse, and the other one has a bit less thrust but more specific impulse. And this one is the A variant, so it uses the lighter version of the second stage, and a Frigate M upper stage, which is basically going to take the passenger, which is Falcon 9 to its intended orbit. And the normal mission time is going to be about an hour, but with the secrecy about this, I don't expect them to broadcast the whole hour, and I don't think they will, because they probably would just cut it off after maybe even third stage separation. I don't know anymore. But yeah, Soyuz, we're gonna see the engine ignite about 15 seconds before launch. They'll get to full thrust at like 3 seconds before launch. Then they'll lift off. 2 minutes into flight, boosters will separate. Give it another 90 seconds, and then the core stage will. Or actually, the third stage will fire first. Then the core stage or second stage will shut down, separate, and then the third stage will boost it up to almost orbital velocity. Then the Frigate M will take over and push it into a transfer orbit. Then they will circularize and separate Falcon 9. Yeah, Chang'e 5. I don't know how to pronounce anymore. Yeah, I just heard that they have separated from the orbiter. And I don't know why, but I didn't expect this to take that little time. So yeah, hopefully it will land fine, because apparently they're mid-December they're already bringing back samples, which that's really quick, because it launched like not even a week ago. So yeah, amazing stuff from the Chinese space agency. Definitely really cool to be bringing some more samples back from the moon. But yeah, now we're just waiting for Arianespace to either give us images or not, because that picture wasn't taken long ago, because the launchers actually fueled roughly 2 hours before launch. Slightly a bit more, but yeah. They finished fueling, and looking at like it, I don't remember. I should probably pull up the press kit. Arianespace.com. Let me see, because this was probably taken right before closeout, because they roll back the tower and then they they roll back the tower and then they basically run. Because I believe that there is something. Well, actually, I don't know what it was, but there is something that needs to be done on the pad itself, and that's like 10 minutes before liftoff. So the person goes to the pad. Basically, they do the thing they need to do, and then run back to the bunker, which is about 800 meters from the pad. But yeah, the launcher is basically armed, ready to go, and then they have to do that and run back. Oh yeah, I'm an hour and 10 minutes before launch. They remove the mobile gantry, but um, the fueling starts 4 hours and 30 minutes before launch and finishes 1.5 hours before launch. So, yeah, this and with all the doors open, they are getting ready to pull it back the tower. So something that this was taken like not even, I would say, probably an hour ago, likely. But yeah, 1 minute and 58 seconds into flight is going to be booster jettison. 4 minutes into flight, it's going to be the fairing jettisoned. 4 minutes 47 seconds is second stage separation, and 8 minutes and 48 seconds is separation of the third stage. And 20 minutes after liftoff, they should be in a transfer orbit, and then it takes another 40-ish minutes before they start their second burn. Ooh. Do we have time for the landing? Landing? I don't know. They didn't give it a time when it's gonna happen. Not exactly. I don't expect a live stream from the Chinese lunar landing, but yeah. Nothing on Twitter. They should be going live in like 3-ish minutes. Yeah. It's a bit longer than that, but still not fully confident we'll see the actual liftoff, but yes. Thank you guys for all sticking with me. So, and if you have a question about the mission or the rocket itself, please do and ask me, because I probably know. Some images from the inside of the CSG. Everything seems to be green and go. Yeah. It might be that this is going to be a relatively bland stream as well. I hope so. Not too much talk, just rockets, images, telemetry. I do have the Flight Club telemetry ready. Let me show you before I switch it back. This is what I have. No rocket images, but yeah. Telemetry. I blacked out the thing, but yeah. 19 minutes until we lift off, hopefully. Should be coming up to the start of the Arianespace broadcast, but still not confident we'll see anything useful. I hope we do. I just love the Soyuz launch from Kourou. I don't know why. It's just something. Well, maybe it shows a bit of cooperation that is possible from space because it's a Russian rocket that launched from European soil. Yeah. Well, about the landing time of the Chang'e 5, it is somewhere tomorrow or Tuesday-ish. Because on November 29th, they posted within 3 days, so that could be today, it could be tomorrow, it could be Tuesday, so we don't know. We know when it's landed because they'll let us know, but we don't know exactly when it's gonna happen. And probably people that are monitoring the telemetry stream or the radio signals from the Chang'e 5 will probably know before we do, because they'll see if the probe is actually accelerating or not, so they'll probably know before us. Yeah. So officially the satellite is a Earth imaging satellite, but it is for the Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates Defense Force. So it's basically a spy satellite. That's we know. I think we know for sure. Oh, there goes the webcast. Let's go. Let's switch over to. Not yet. Let me at least enable the sound on this. Yeah. I don't know why. Why is everything so slim, not audible? Yes. Let me switch over. This is a good launch vibe. They might actually have done a thing. Let's see. I hope it's gonna be good. How did I do this again? Liftoff. Let me know if I need to turn down the sound on the
Greetings to all
broadcast.
of our friends around the world, and welcome to today's live webcast of Arianespace's 24th launch of Soyuz. Tonight, Soyuz will launch a single passenger Falcon 2. She's on an Earth observation mission. We're coming to you live from our Paris studio. Very happy that you could be with us. You can imagine that back in Kourou, the teams are gearing up for liftoff, which is due in just under 15 minutes. And we're going to go over to Kourou to get us started, where Stefan Israel, Arianespace Chief Executive, is standing by. Stefan, I can see you. Welcome and thanks for being with us. How are things in Kourou? We're nearing liftoff. Are all systems go?
Yes, so everything is going very well in Kourou. You know that we are in the context of the pandemic, so the Jupiter Control Center has a limited audience tonight, but we are with all the teams, the Arianespace team, our customers, the UAE and our partners, the satellite manufacturers, CNES and ESA, and so we are now in the final checks.
Can you describe the mission in a bit more detail, maybe some facts and figures, and who else is involved on the satellite side?
So tonight we are going to deliver for the UAE Armed Force. It's a very important mission. The mission Falcon is a satellite which has been manufactured by two strong partners of Arianespace, Airbus Defence and Space and Thales Alenia Space. And again, we are going to deliver for the UAE.
All right, we are into final operations. Can you give us a rundown on how the mission will proceed? What are some of the milestones that we should be looking out for?
So 5 hours ago, we decided to fuel the Soyuz 3-stage, and now we are going to monitor how the weather is going to evolve up to the very end before liftoff. So let's be cautious to this point. And if the weather is okay, then we will lift off. We will have a mission duration of 58 minutes. First, the Soyuz 3-stage is going to deliver during approximately 9 minutes, and after we will have 2 burns of the frigate upper stage, and after 58 minutes, we will have the separation of the Falcon satellite.
Okay, Stefan, many thanks. Stefan's going to take his place with his team in what we call the fishbowl, and he'll be back with us at the end of the broadcast. Stefan, see you after liftoff. As you can see, we're on time and we're on target for liftoff. So many people responsible for making the mission happen. With Stefan is his team, that's the Arianespace High Command, also called the Flight Desk. There are others, many others making the mission happen, and we want to bring some of them to you, introduce them, the dramatis personae. We have the mission director, an Arianespace person, next to the DDO, whose voice you're going to be hearing, and he's going to call out the 1-minute mark, the 10-minute mark, sorry, coming up. The mission director, DD Said, tonight from Arianespace, sitting alongside the Myrto Madlon, who will be calling out the milestones both before
I've watched this too much.
During the mission.
Too many times. I can actually recall it by heart.
He's getting ready to call out the 10-minute mark. The 10-minute mark is an important milestone because it moves us into the automatic sequence, or the synchronized sequence, which means
that's what
we're
he
in the final moments
of
the final countdown.
That is what
DDO is going to call out the milestone.
Attention, my French sucks. Okay, I know.
Okay, we are in the final moments of the final countdown. What's happening, basically, power passing from the ground computers, which are controlling everything now, to the launcher, making her autonomous. And right on time, we want to welcome Romy Chevrier of Arianespace, who's Deputy Head of Mission Analysis at Arianespace. Welcome. Take a seat. I'll sit down with you. Tell us briefly what you do.
Actually, our department is in charge of the trajectory design and separations and supervise the real-time telemetry monitoring.
All right. We have a series of films for you tonight. Can you talk us through this first one? This is the mission.
Yes. This is the liftoff, and this will be the beginning of the atmospheric phase, which will end with the separations of the boosters. A few later on, there will be the fairing jettisoning. and then the extension and the separation of the block A will happen. The block I will keep on accomplishing the missions until the extensions. It will be the conclusion of the Soyuz ascent phase. Then it will be the first frigate burn. After this burn, there will be a coasting phase, and during this coasting phase, there will be a whole of telemetry of around 32 minutes. After that, there will be the second frigate burn in order to circularize the orbits and to reach the separation orbit. Then the separation of Falcon I will occur, but it will not be the end of the mission. Indeed, there will be another coasting phase in order to wait the deorbiting boost. During it, there is a download of the telemetry. After that, there will be the third berth to desorbit the frigate. There will be another one download of the telemetry, and this will be the end of the telemetry and the end of this mission.
All right, thank you for that. We'll all be sure and watch out for those highlights. Stefan told us to watch out for some of them, but that's a fine addition. We're going to go over to Kourou again, and we're going to visit with Marie-Claire,
but yeah,
who is
if you thought the Sentinel 6 launch was bad,
woman
the webcast,
in the role. She'll
you haven't seen Arianespace.
Of course, playing a huge part in every launch, and Marie-Claire overseeing all of those activities. A lot of activities, of course, going into making up a launch, the preparation, the launch itself, and of course everything that comes afterward in the telemetry. Marie-Claire, I can see you.
So,
I can also see the
yes,
green status panels behind you. Welcome. It all looks green. Is that the case?
yes. No, it's no, it's not the case. I can say that we have a raid for Meteor, and I think that the tentative will not be possible this evening, and we can try again tomorrow, of course. But for this evening, clearly the Meteor is not with us, and the in-flight lighting is too important. The risk of in-flight lighting is too important.
Well,
A red in the weather, I think. Is that what we heard? A red in the weather. We're going to go over to Stefan Israel shortly.
I
don't know if we're going to be able to launch.
Well, boys, that's no launch
to
today.
Marie-Claire.
I guess.
Let us go back to Stefan, I think, who is standing by, who can fill us in on some details.
Sad.
If the weather is playing a part, is spoiling our plans.
It was green.
We will wait.
I give the floor to Stefan.
Can you tell us about what do you know about weather or the weather situations like this?
That's life. Huh?
Is it lightning? Is it? I know we can launch in the rain. Rain is not a problem.
Yes, yes.
Because Soyuz.
Unexpected event on weather belongs to.
That's rare seeing a Soyuz Scrubb because of weather, but
it depends on what kind of weather event we have to cope with.
Okay. I believe Stefan Israel is standing by. Stefan, what can you tell us about the situation?
In-flight lightning.
Yes, so as I told you, we have to monitor the weather
there you go. It just
last minutes before liftoff, and we have a risk of in-flight lightning. It is one of the risks we are monitoring very closely with high altitude winds. The high altitude winds were okay tonight, but unfortunately we have this in-flight lightning risk, and it's not possible to fly tonight. So no problem. We are going to wait up to tomorrow exactly at the same hour, and we will make a new tentative tomorrow. The launcher and the satellite will be put in a safe mode. We just need to wait one more day, and then we will be back tomorrow for a new tentative, and it will be okay.
guess that.
All right, Stefan. Many thanks. You heard Stefan say moving the flight to tomorrow. We'll go again. The launcher, of course, it's important to note, is put into safe configuration, so the launcher and the satellites are in no danger. We'll try again tomorrow. Please join us same time, same place.
There was someone
in the meantime, thanks for being with us.
That.
Stay tuned. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. Well, boys.
À tous de DDO, arrêt du temps des comptes suite à la confirmation d'un rouge météo. Que tous les moyens restent activés pour une mise en configuration d'arrêt de la base de lancement.
Well, so yeah, let me get that. Yes, Arianespace go, they'd be like, yes, webcast go brrrt. Secretly, they're gonna launch now, but no. Well, time to complain on Twitter. Yes. No. It's rare. It's rare to see a Soyuz scrub because of weather, but yeah, they likely don't want to take any risk with the satellite because it's Falcon Eye 2, but Falcon Eye 1 failed on the Vega that had the second stage explode. So yeah, they're likely not want to take any risks, so. We're just gonna wait a bit. It's strange that they don't cut it off that soon. I like these images. They're pretty. Arca or Scrubs, what's worse? I'd say Arca, because this is actually hardware and what they have is literally vaporware, so yeah. Well, this is also vaporware, but it's going to space eventually, so I just wanna have one stream like this. Oh, way better. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. I'll switch back to this. Let me do this. Webcast. Okay. Interact with that. Just let me mute that. Oh, that's really dark, like this. Let me change that. Yay, a bit more light, hopefully. Oh no, I need to end it like that. Yes. That was a short one. Don't know if I'm gonna be doing this tomorrow because, yes, work. Thank you for actually tuning in. Don't forget to at least share my channel. Follow me on Twitter. Twitter's in the description. Like, share, subscribe. the whole riddle. And yeah, see you in the next one. Bye.